What up, freaks? Gingervice75 coming at you. Today, we're going to do a ranking in order from worst to first of the new Marvel Legends X-Men Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. Pardon my voice, I got a little cold. Went to my kids' volleyball tournament. And some sick fuckers got me sick. So it's just a sore throat and stuffy nose. It's nothing big, but hopefully it's not COVID or something even worse. So yeah, we're going to do a little ranking here, and then we're going to do a small review of the Nemesis figure because I just got it put together. I did the Cyclops review yesterday. So worst to first for this wave. This is a strong wave, and it's got a lot of figures. Usually we get like 5 or 6 figures per wave plus the Build-A-Figure, but this one we got the 6 figures that build the Build-A-Figure, and then we got the extra that didn't have a Build-A-Figure piece, which is Wolverine, and then we got the Build-A-Figure himself in Nemesis. So we got 8 figures here. So it might be a little more difficult, but I'm going from worst. I'm doing Wolverine. We get a Wolverine almost every time we get an X-Men wave. Now, this is not a bad figure. It's pretty cool. It's got the butterfly joints. I like the pants and the belt. Got little pockets over here. Pretty cool figure, but it's Wolverine. It's just, you know, I would love to get an X-Men wave where we don't get a Wolverine. Excuse me. I just had Sonic too. So, yeah, this guy is going to be placed 8th, so I'm going to kind of put him over here. Number 7, Gambit, sorry, Bishop, jeez. Maybe I shouldn't be doing a review, I don't feel that great, but, not a bad figure, just not knocking out of the park. You know, I like the texture here on the sleeves on the outside and the two-tone sleeves, pretty cool. Just kind of standard though. There is some cool stuff about it though. The boots are cool, these knee pads are neat. Energy effects would have been nice. Not the greatest head sculpt. It kind of looks like they did a Falcon job on him. So, he's coming in at number 7. Number 6, I'm going to do Nightcrawler. Because he's just a repaint. We've seen this exact figure before. Not a bad figure, and they finally gave us a nicely tight-gripped sword-holding hand, which is neat, but and they painted the face because he is the Age of Apocalypse Nightcrawler. So he is coming in at number 5. And none of these figures are bad. I mean, I wouldn't call any of them horse shit, but at the same time, these guys aren't like super spectacular. Number 5. Number five. I thought I had my mind made up, but I keep kind of switching around here. I'm going to go Fabian Cortez. Not a bad figure. These legs are super thick, though. It looks like he's got some moon boots on. It's just a little, I don't know, like, it just seems like the size of his legs don't match up with his body. You can see the difference in the colors here. A little darker blue, a little glossier up here, and up here it's a little, it's matte. You can see that really well on the camera. He came with a couple power effects. He was a long time coming, but again, not a bad figure, just not as good as what's coming up, which I'm going to say Husk is next. Now, this is a repaint, or it's not even a repaint. It's just the exact same figure we got with Monet, just different colored hands, and we got the face, but I think everything else is exactly the same. But we did get the 2 heads, and this head is pretty cool. I like the torn skin effect. That to me was kind of what clinched it and made it just that much better than Fabian. Fabian and her were kind of battling it out for 4th and 5th place, I guess. I mean, and these guys were kind of battling it out for the last place too, you know. And I gave it to Wolverine just simply because we get Wolverine all the time. I think you know where I'm going now. Number 3 is going to be Marrow. She might be a step up higher if Cyclops wasn't so fucking rad. She's wicked, even though my paint job up on her chest here is not great. It's they made a mistake here, if you can see that. Look at that shit. How it kind of like slumps out here like this, and this is more like straight. Down here, you can't really tell. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I don't think it is, but that's just a paint mishap. I can't really hold that against it. But just the bone daggers, the bones coming out of her back, the wicked looking spine, vertebrae coming out of her, and these knee pads, the bone knee pads are pretty cool. It would have made it better if she came with an alt head with the bones protruding out of her forehead, and you know, maybe just not the most attractive head. This one, she's very pretty, and she's not really a pretty girl. Maybe she's pretty, but she can be pretty with some big old bones sticking out of her head, right? Now, going for 2nd place and 1st place, this was tough, but I'm going to have to give 2nd place to Cyclops, and Cyclops is a beautiful figure. Some little paint mistakes here as well, like the butterfly joints, the yellow that kind of goes back into it, it kind of rubs off. It looks like they didn't do like maybe a 2nd coat on these butterflies to match up with this. Maybe it's just a different plastic, so they couldn't do it, but same thing on the shoulders. You kind of have some bleed that kind of comes through here. You can just see it, just a tiny bit of blue kind of peeking through there. But oh, his blast effect is coming out here. Come on, Spike. Blast effect. This is a great idea. I love this shit. That is dope. Stay away from my friends. I'm a Cyclops freak, and I wanted to put him in 1st place, but I just can't, because 1st place is gonna have to go to Nemesis. I'm probably gonna have to zoom out here. I mean, this figure is great, and the articulation's a little bit better than I thought. You do have the pins down here. Now, I don't really know if that's an actual pin. Oh, I think it is, because you got them on the inside too. You do have the pins, and then you got a little something up here too, up on the calf. So maybe because he's so big and it's a newer molding, and they're not going to use this again. Unless they come up like maybe some big robot dude. I don't know if Rom is going to be this big. I kind of doubt it. But these won't be used again unless they reissue this guy in like a deluxe or something like that. But really good articulation, really good looking figure. And I thought I'd kind of not like it as much simply because he isn't the original version of Holocaust, and I know the whole story behind that, and that's a very insensitive word, and people don't like that word, and genocide's not much better, but you know, sometimes it might slip up and I might call him Holocaust or genocide, but this Nemesis figure is dope. From the skull on the inside, the helmet, the tubing that wraps around and goes into his back, the blaster, these kind of energy absorber things or whatever they are in the back. Just the detail down here, like all this stuff, it's wicked. It looks really good. The articulation is really good too. You know, he has great articulation. He's a big, beefy, chunky guy. I'm going to pause this and do a quick review. I mean, his head doesn't really move unless you open the helmet. Shoulders are very ratchety. You know, you got double jointed on the elbows and the knees. You got the nice rocker down here. There's no boot cut. He's kind of stiff like that, but you got a thigh cut underneath the shielding here. The stomach crunch or the diaphragm swivel is really good. Like it goes like that. You know, looking down, not so much, but going up like that, like wow. And so yeah, I'm gonna just do some quick comparisons here. We're going on about 11 minutes. I'm gonna try to wrap it up quick. But yeah, I love this figure. I'm super excited to get him displayed. Let's see what we can do about maybe matching him up with some other big boys, huh? All right, we got some big beefy boys, some X-Men characters here. Nemesis is humongous. He's not as beefy as Juggernaut, but he's taller, and he's the tallest of the group here. Obviously, the Blob has got a lot of mass to him. And Sinister's the smallest here, but I thought I'd kind of get the Age of Apocalypse, as many horsemen together as possible. It'd be cool if we ever got a, who is it? It's Colossus's brother, Mikhail Rasputin. He looks like a regular guy when it's in the 616, but the Age of Apocalypse, he was like this big enhanced beast. He kind of seemed like he was almost like in the same realm as Apocalypse and Nemesis. You know, he had some wires and stuff. So, and then of course we got Nemesis here in the middle, and then we got his daddy Apocalypse right here. Yeah, I think he's pretty much his daddy, right? He created him or made him or something, and so yeah. Hey, Daddy, we both have wires or tubes or some shit that go out of our hands into our butthole. So, and then of course we got big old Kane Marco, the Juggernaut here. So, Nemesis is big. All right, let's bring in some of the good guys now. All right, now we got some of the good guys. I left Juggernaut in here just I wanted to get him scooched a little bit closer to Nemesis just to see a comparison and see how they measure up. But as you can see, Juggernaut's a bit beefier. Nemesis is just a tad taller, but not by much, really. We'll bust out the ruler here real quick. And we're looking at about 8 1/4 inch. Yep, almost exactly. And the little power rods that he's got basically measures up to the top of his helmet. So he's legit 8 1/4 inch. Colossus is actually the smallest guy here. I never thought he was smaller than Caliban, but I guess when it comes to action figures and in Marvel Legends and in their viewpoint, I guess Caliban is bigger, which is interesting. And of course we got Guido, and Guido isn't much bigger than Caliban. Guido's just got that top heavy look. I love this figure, except the articulation's not the best, and he's so top heavy he likes to fall over. My rating for this, the paint is perfect. The articulation's not bad. Accessories, he basically only has one other hand, and it's the fist that comes on here. It would be sweet if he got something that like actually was a blast effect that shot out. That would be cool. I might have to find that. I think like the Iron Man blast effects are probably, the pegs are too small to fit in here, but we'll give it a shot. And I'll update you guys when I dig those suckers out. But I'm gonna give this figure a 4.5. 5 out of 5. He is really nice, and I'm gunning for at least Build-A-Figure of the Year, but he could be Marvel Legends Figure of the Year. He's really awesome, but Cyclops could be up there too. Gosh, I don't know. I'll be voting pretty high with Rom when I get him. I just know that I'm gonna love that figure. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Awesome figure. I would recommend picking up this whole wave. It's awesome and it's fun and it's X-Men, which is, I'm gonna fiend over that no matter what. So guys, I appreciate you guys watching, subscribing. Please leave comments. If you can, drop a comment, and drop a like. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. Got some Transformers reviews coming up. Star Wars Black Series, which I never do, but recently they've been putting out some decent figures. So I'm going to sign off now. I hope you guys are all having a good weekend. All right, take care, later, and peace.